Before we begin, please like and subscribe for more of these videos. It really helps us out so we can publish more content. Hi Reddit, you're all going to love this one. My wife tried to ambush me with divorce papers and steal half of everything I owned. But what she didn't know, I saw it coming months before. And by the time she made her move, I'd already made mine. The house, not in my name. The business, already sold to someone I trust. The savings, gone from reach. She thought she was playing chess, but I was 6 moves ahead. My name's Ryan. I'm 36, self-made. I built my first company from scratch at 24, sold it at 30, and started a second that exploded during the pandemic. By the time I hit 35, we were living in a custom-built home, driving new cars and vacationing in Italy and the Maldives. My wife, let's call her Emily, we met when I was just starting out. She supported me early on, and I appreciated that. But as the money came in, things started changing and not for the better. At first, it was subtle. She started going out more with her girls. Shopping bags piled up. She wanted luxury everything. Her mess bags, spa days, the works. Then came the privacy shift. Passwords on her phone, deleted texts, whispered calls in the hallway. When I asked what was up, she stated I was paranoid. But I wasn't paranoid, I was patient. Then came the night that changed everything. It was late, maybe 11:30. She thought I was asleep. The bedroom lights were off, the hallway dark. But the baby monitor in the closet, still on from earlier when she was folding laundry in there, she forgot. I was lying in bed, half awake, when I heard her voice crackle through the monitor. Not her usual fake sweetness, not her public wife tone. This was something else, cold, sharp, calculated. He doesn't suspect a thing, she said. I'll file in 2 months right after the refinance clears. That way, I get the house, the car, maybe even half the business. He's clueless. She laughed. I sat up. My heart slowed. She laughed, that hollow, fake laugh. I couldn't breathe for a moment. Not from shock, not from pain, but from confirmation. Every suspicion, every whisper, every odd moment that didn't add up, it all came together in one twisted jigsaw puzzle. And yet I didn't storm in, I didn't shout, I didn't cry, I just smiled. Because now I knew, this wasn't a marriage anymore, it was a chessboard. And she thought she had the first move, but I had the entire endgame mapped out in my head. She had no idea who she was playing against. I grabbed a notebook, sat at the kitchen counter the next day when she was shopping and mapped it out. Line by line, move by move, like an escape plan from a burning building she hadn't realized was on fire yet. First, I called my lawyer, a man who only speaks in clauses and consequences. Told him I needed everything airtight, quiet, and fast. Second, I created a holding company, an anonymous LLC overseas, where the ownership wouldn't trace back to my personal name. I moved the intellectual property, the digital assets, the online payment funnels, all of it. Third, I called my business partner and said I was stepping back. I sold him my 49% stake with a clause stating I could buy it back at the original price within 24 months. On paper, it looked like I was cashing out during a high. In reality, I was placing the queen behind the pawns, ready to strike. Every move was designed to leave no trace, no leverage, and she never suspected a thing. She was still shopping for bikinis and spa dates. Meanwhile, I was building a legal fortress around every dollar I'd ever earned. I moved all large assets out of my personal name. The house, I refinanced it and transferred it to a trust under my parents' name. My luxury car, registered under my company fleet. Bank accounts, consolidated, closed, and moved offshore. Not illegal, just smart. Emily noticed nothing. She was too busy pre-celebrating what she thought was going to be her new rich single life. The next month, we took a trip to the Caribbean. I paid for it all. She was glowing, probably thinking it was my guilt money. Little did she know, I was documenting everything. Spending patterns, her absence from work, her relationship with a certain trainer. I even had GPS trackers on the car she thought was hers. That trainer. Yeah, they weren't just working out. I started acting distracted, like I was emotionally checked out. She ate it up, probably thought I was spiraling and wouldn't see it coming. She started slipping more, staying out late, coming home smelling like cologne. I let it all happen. Because when she made her move, it was going to be brutal, but mine would be fatal. One Monday morning, I walked into the kitchen. There she was, dressed immaculately. Fake sadness on her face. She said to me, "We need to talk." and I sat down calmly. She served me divorce papers like it was a PowerPoint presentation. "Ryan, I'm not happy. I think we've grown apart. I want to handle this maturely." I nodded, smiled, and said, "Of course. Let's handle it the right way." But inside, I was grinning like the devil. She lawyered up fast, sent letters requesting full financial disclosure. Her lawyer came at me like a vulture demanding alimony, half the house, part of the business, and more. But every response they got, "That asset is no longer in his name. That account has been closed. That property is owned by a trust." I could hear the confusion from across the city. 2 weeks in, she realized something was wrong. Her lawyer called mine and said, "We're noticing discrepancies in the asset declaration. Was your client expecting this divorce?" My lawyer simply replied, "My client prepares for all possible outcomes." Emily started getting anxious. Her tone changed. "We can work this out, right? We don't need to be aggressive." I told her, "No worries. I'm being fair. I'm giving you exactly what you brought in, which is nothing." I waited until the final mediation meeting. That's when I dropped the folder. Photos, screenshots, GPS logs. Her affair with the trainer, well documented. Her spending history, thoroughly outlined. Her text planning the financial ambush, included. She turned white. Her lawyer turned red. The judge sided with me. No alimony, no claim to the house, no business stake. The only thing she left with was her designer purse and her shame. Her trainer dumped her a month later. She now works part-time and rents a small apartment. My friends, they cheered. My family, they already knew the plan. Her friends vanished. Apparently she was using all of them for status. She called me once, asked if we could start over. I told her, "You thought I was a safe bet. You didn't realize I was the house, and the house always wins." Some people ask, "Wasn't that cold?" Absolutely not. What's cold is pretending to love someone while plotting their financial ruin. What's cold is using marriage like a business transaction. I didn't destroy her. I protected myself. And if I didn't, I'd be the one renting the apartment right now.